2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome back to the TMCJ podcast. We are on episode 100. Technically,
oh my god,
technically, this is our New Year's episode.
we're
Although
on triple figures.
it's going out the first week of January instead of New Year's itself. But
True.
whatever. We're not lazy.
Well, I mean, it probably should have been a Halloween podcast. It'd be the last one.
True. I mean, we've been spending time streaming, enjoying our notoriety there.
True. And it's funny, it's like I brought up that we needed to do a podcast again, and Kai's was like, you know what, we were right. And then I was like, the next 2 times we could have done it, I was like, I just don't feel like even though I brought it up, I'm also just the worst.
But we're back here, and we've got things to talk about. Blue's actually prepared some kind of a quiz.
I have.
We'll have a segment 3. It's been a while.
Oh my god!
It's been a while since we've done that.
Well, apart from... We've still had segment 3s, we've just been more talking. But it's going to be less talking and more action this time.
Less talky talk, more do-we do.
Ooh, no, let's not say that.
All right. So to start off with, because this is technically the New Year's podcast, happy 2023, resolutions. That's what we're going to start with. So yours, you want to talk about?
Mine. So we have briefly discussed this, but
not on the podcast.
But not on the podcast. So my plan for 2023 is to be out and living in my own home by the end of 2023, which is going to be a big fucking step.
Back out there, having your own space, being able to turn the heat on when you want.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Which, I mean, at the moment over here is, well, the heating at the moment is costing an arm and a leg.
It's very similar here. A year ago, so both my house and my parents' house is oil heat. And last year, it was like $3 a gallon. Now it's $4.50 a gallon, so it's gone up by 50%. Yeah. That being said, luckily I'm quite happy being cold, so I just don't turn the heat on. I mean,
also on top of that, the bloody striking has driven the prices up. Like the transport, the price of me getting to see my sweetheart now is 25% more expensive. There's the fucking some of the health care workers who work for NHS are on strike. The trains, it's random if they even fucking turn up, and it's not been a great start to 2023 is all I'm saying. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that them striking is wrong. I don't know anything about the striking people.
I'm saying
So, but I don't know if it's like the companies are literally being stingy bastards, because I haven't seen any stats on it. So, it's not a great start for me.
At least in the U.S., sorry to take this in a dark tone right off the bat, but yeah, at least in the U.S. it's the same sort of thing. They're like pretty much every company across the board is cutting things back. Like we're walking into something that's very close to like on the same levels as the Great Depression. Which is not a happy thought. But
well, when you think of the Great Depression, do you not think happy?
I'm now just thinking of those memes where like they modify the words as like the Great Depression, the big unfortunate, the big sad,
the accidental whoopsie.
Yeah, they oh god, memes have actively harmed the way that I interact with the world. Because I see something like that, and my brain immediately translates it into something stupid and memey.
Yeah, when you end up saying like something bad happens, and then you say out loud "ripperoni" or something, and you're like,
or like press F.
Said that. Yeah, yeah.
Press F to pay respect.
And then no one understands what you mean because you're a nerd.
God. All right, so mine. So I've for my New Year's resolution, I've done. I kind of over-engineered it.
Yeah. Well, you're an engineer. It's kind of your thing.
I've got an Excel sheet.
Nice. Oh, yes, graphs.
Graph
out my emotions.
I've got metrics from my New Year's resolution.
Excellent.
So the way mine is set up is that January is like a trial by fire boot camp sort of thing.
Okay.
And so the goal of my I'm getting to it. The goal of my New Year's resolution was to develop like, good habits, like getting into a workout routine, taking some time away from my computer to read something,
telling Blue that you love him,
doing some writing. No, I'm that's not even on the list. Doing some video. So basically, I've got a list of those sorts of things.
Yeah.
And so for January, each week, I need to do 15 of them. And so the things like do a workout. And I've got a list of the workout that I actually have to do.
Yeah.
It
sounds like what you've done is given yourself a list of work to do, chores to do.
Basically, yeah. But they're chores that will have a positive impact on myself and on my life.
Name a chore that doesn't benefit you in some way.
Cleaning a latrine.
You're getting paid to do that though, if you're doing it as a job.
Okay. I think that's kind of...
No,
but
that is the point of it, but
yeah,
yes.
No, to be fair, I think you're right, though. You're hitting on a very correct point there. A chore is something that you don't want to do, but when you do it, it has a positive outcome. For you or for somebody else. And so that was the goal, anyway. So for January, I've got a bunch of these things. I've got to do 15 of them per week. The goal is to do like 3 a day, at least 5 days a week. And then I can have a rest day where I don't do anything at 2 times, or I can spread them out and do like 2 on some days. And some flexibility's in there. But the goal is at the end of January, I pick 1 or 2 of them, and I've got to continue doing them for the rest of the year.
Okay.
So like January is sort of like a boot camp.
But you work out already.
Not consistently enough, and not
on a
to
schedule.
the same. And not to the same intensity that I want to. Like I've lost muscle tone. I definitely
same.
like my mile times are not what I want them to be, and so I mean, just even after this first week, my shoulders and chest are sore as hell, and that's because like I wasn't pushing myself before in my workouts, and so now the goal with the workouts is like I'm actually pushing.
I was jogging into work, I was in the mornings. My body functions about 30% what it is after lunch for the rest of the day. So I would jog like a third of the way into work, but on the way back from work, I could jog all the way. Now I'd be lucky if I could jog halfway.
So
because there's been so much sickness over Christmas that I haven't been getting out and doing anything. Go on.
Interesting little factoid. Your muscles actually gain strength over the course of a day. So when do you know what the circadian rhythm is? Yeah.
Oh, I know all about it.
So based on your body's circadian rhythm, like you're at your strongest in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then you go to bed and your muscles relax and you go to sleep. And when you wake up, your muscles are at their weakest.
You say that, but those are these assholes that love the morning. And yes, I have a venomous hatred for people that like mornings.
I'm also...
I don't fucking care.
I mean, I already know that you have a venomous hatred for me.
You don't love them any more than the evenings, though.
How do I put this? I'm not a morning person or a night... I'm both a morning and a night person, but I hate the afternoons.
Okay.
So, like...
When we stream.
When I wake up in the morning, right? Like, I'm wide awake, I'm ready to go. I love waking up early. And at night, like, I'm okay. I feel like I get a second wind after, like, 5 o'clock, and I'm wide awake.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But in the middle of the day, that's my most lethargic point. Like, that's when I like to take... I love taking an after-lunch nap. I did that today. Like... Played some video games in the morning. I was playing Mass Effect, and then I had some lunch, went over to my couch, and just conked out for an hour. And then I felt great.
You can't get away with that in my house.
Well, you also can't get away with that in an office.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
But yeah, so that's my New Year's resolution is I'm gonna try to like build up these positive habits, these chores, and kind of ingrain them into my daily routine. And then at the end of it, the goal is to continue them for the rest of the year. Right?
Yeah.
At least two of them.
I mean, I feel like, if anything, what I didn't need was a New Year's resolutions here. The reason being that I feel like over this last year, something I've realised about halfway through the year is that I was trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah.
And I was doing them, but I was feeling miserable about it because I was trying to learn so many different topics, like completely different things at the same time, and I just wasn't remembering half of it.
This is one of the reasons why I'm doing the January boot camp phase, and then I'm not going to keep doing all of them. I'm just going to pick one or two. And then those are going to continue for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, one of the ones I'm going to pick is going to be the workout. Because I'm honestly...
You enjoy doing that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do enjoy it, and I've got the workout equipment. My new weightlifting bench is coming.
Yeah, I'm so jealous about that, honestly.
I
would be more jealous. I would want that more than any kind of like PS5 in my house right now. But it's having the space for it, and you know.
I'm going to be. So I was talking to Yi the other night.
I bet he loves the idea of it.
Well, I'm going to be picking up a heavy bag. And so I was talking about different brands and stuff because he's a boxer. For those that don't know, our friend Yi, he's a boxer.
He's also a killer cosplayer, but that's beside the by.
Yeah, he does cosplay and working out and eats constantly.
He has a body that you should be jealous of.
To be fair though, like Yi's one of the few people in the hive that like we bond over the fact that both of our metabolisms seem to make us a bottomless pit. Like he's eating constantly and hungry constantly. And so am I.
He's also a massive fucking nerd though, so I've given him too many compliments, so I'm gonna rail him now. He also collects and puts together Gundam, so fuck you, Yi.
Hey, that's a good thing. Anyway, but so he was like we were talking about heavy bag, and I realized because I want to get one to put in my basement again for a workout, and I was down there looking around, and I realized there was a cross beam that I could screw one into, or I could just go down to a hardware store and buy some chain, and just loop the chain over the top of it, and then I don't have to drill into it. So I think I'm going to do that. So that this week I've got to go to the hardware store and buy some chain. And then I think I'm going to get a 100-pound heavy bag. And then I'll have like a little box. Because you've seen my basement. I've got space down there.
Oh, yeah.
I can actually get some hits in.
It's funny. Since we've been running this podcast for the last 12 minutes, I keep trying to look over as if it were Twitch.
And look at the viewer count.
See some kind of chat. Yeah, and I'm like, no, there isn't. This is not live.
Well, that is something that we can...
so much Twitch recently.
I was going to say, that's something that we could talk about, is that we've... I mean, we haven't been giving a lot of love to the YouTube channel. And the reason for that is... We haven't
Twitch
really...
is easier.
I mean, there's that too. But I mean, like, we haven't really had time to do... the editing and to like record the video and actually have a concept in mind for something that we want to record.
Yeah.
One of the last things that we did was that what was that shitty pay to win like point and click Diablo clone sort of
Immortal.
That one. And that one, I was going back through the footage. I got halfway through editing it, and I'm like, this really is not our best work.
I've never played Diablo Immortal or seen you play it.
Oh, sorry, not Diablo Immortal. The one you told me about it, not Diablo Immortal. Title? No, Lost Ark. Lost Ark. It was called Lost Ark.
Did we play Lost Ark? Oh, we did. Oh, I fucking hated that shit. The controls. No, that was a good video because of my pure venom towards it.
You hated it so much you wanted us to actually record a post-podcast or post-recording just talking about the game.
Well, Which we did. Wait, was there not that much great content from it?
It hasn't gone up yet. I've got some work to do.
Okay. Yeah, I was salty, I think it's fair to say, about it. But I think that can be funny. I don't know if it is.
Again, it's something that I need to actually devote the time to finish editing. But we have been streaming a lot, and the Twitch channel has been doing good. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe at some point we'll try doing a live podcast on Twitch.
Yeah, we've kicked around the idea of it, but I don't think, because a lot of the people that listen to podcasts are
it's a different crowd.
It on completely different crowd. Which is honestly a blessing, because it means that we have more than one source of people that like listening to us chat about
nothing,
the usual crap. Yeah.
So, speaking of chatting about the usual crap, I have been on a kick lately of playing games that... Oh, God, how do I put this? Oh, no, actually, I want to talk about this. The TV. Because I didn't talk about this on the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
This story, to me, is fucking hilarious. And I feel like it's worthwhile. So I was looking for some post-Christmas sales. So, like, Christmas is over. Maybe I can pick up some stuff that I want on the cheap. And so I found a Best Buy sale, right? And it was a TV. Yep. And it was like a 4K, 120 hertz, like OLED, like really nice TV. And normally it's like $1,900, but it was marked down to $830.
I would just like to say, I've heard this story about 5 times now, and I haven't actually seen the TV.
Oh, I did. Did I never send you the picture? I'll send you the picture at some point. But it was an open box deal, which means it was a display model and they're like, oh, some non-essential components might not be there with the TV, which in my mind means like, oh, the HDMI cable is not going to be there, or maybe
the batteries aren't in the controller.
No, what it actually meant was the TV didn't have any feet, or a remote, or an HDMI cable. It had the power cable, and that was it. Now, I don't mount my TVs to the wall.
Fair, it shouldn't have an HDMI cable particularly.
It shouldn't, but they usually come with one in the box. They usually give you a free one, like when you buy a TV. It's usually like a cheap piece of shit HDMI cable.
I would have thought that would come with the box, not the TV.
Oh, you're talking about the cable box. I mean, that too.
Yeah.
But whenever, like, think about when you buy like a computer monitor. Like, usually the monitor will come with an HDMI cable.
Does it? I mean, I'm a cheap motherfucker. I haven't bought a screen in many years.
I bought this monitor in front of me like 2 or 3 years ago, and it came. It came with a cable.
Yeah.
That being said, so the TV didn't come with any feet. Non-essential components meant that I couldn't put this TV onto any surface unless I was going to mount it to a wall. So it was sitting on an armchair in my living room for a solid week until the feet came in.
What was the dimensions, by the way, out of curiosity?
Same as my old TV. So I have a smaller...
Damn.
I mean, you've seen my living room.
It's pretty big.
So my TV, it was 55-inch. I thought about getting a bigger one, but I'm like, 55 inches the perfect size for my living room.
Yeah.
Like...
You could fit yourself in that. Is that going in your bedroom?
So the old TV is. So what I did was I gave my old bedroom TV to my friends because their TV was busted, and then that old TV that you guys saw when you were here, that one's in my bedroom right now. Which, by the way, that TV is way too big for my bedroom. Yeah. It's like looming over my bed. I feel like the thing is gonna fall on me and just kill me in the night.
I was just thinking, I was like, what would be the coolest way to have a TV? And I expanded on it already. Okay, so you have like a dining room table, right? It's a modern looking dining room table. And the actual whole surface of it is just a giant touchscreen.
There have been so many like futuristic, fancy looking like movies.
I mean, I'm sure they're all crap.
No, but think about you've definitely seen this before, where there's been like a military mission, right? And they're in the situation room, and the table is like a strategy board, and it's got like here are the enemy units. And...
Yeah. I meant more like an urban setting, though, like a family. You sit down for food, and you're like, oh, I'll put this on.
Yeah.
Or something, I don't know. Or music, just having the ability to play music from your table would be great.
God, I'm still thinking back. So, we did watch TV, while we were eating when I was a kid. But it was a long time before we got like an actual good TV.
Yeah.
So we used to have like legitimately one of those ones that had like the fake wood side paneling with the twist dials that clonked when you actually changed the channels. We had that until I was like 7 or 8 years old. And then my parents finally, like, they decided to splurge one Christmas, and they got themselves like a real nice, at the time, big 36-inch TV.
Yeah, holy shit.
With it had like this huge back, because it was a CRT TV.
Yeah, we had them.
And that TV lasted them for 17 years.
Yeah.
To the point where like it was at the end.
They used to build tech pretty fucking hardy.
And I loved it because at the end of its life, like occasionally it would get like really, really pale, and you get these white lines on it. And to fix it, what you had to do was just like slap the back of the TV as hard as you could.
That's how it should be.
Oh god, I miss that. I miss that because now you get DVD players and like the flat screen TVs, and if you hit them too hard, they might break. Those old TVs, no, that's how you fix them.
Too hard these days, it calls the fucking cops on you.
VCRs and old school TVs and VCRs, you had to fucking like beam the things to get them to work right.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I already went too far. There. I was like, yeah, God, I can't. So we had one of those big, like black chunky boxes for a TV, and I think the TV we got after that is the one we still got, because they haven't really changed that much recently.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever told you this. So my very first LCD TV, not LED, LCD TV. Those kind of died off quick, but they existed for a while along with plasma and LED. I ended up breaking it with a nickel.
I think maybe I've heard the story. I don't know.
I was playing the original God of War 1.
Right.
And I died so many times in a row on this one level. I fucking spiked a nickel into my floor, and it bounced up and hit the screen and cracked the screen.
Jesus. No, I haven't heard that one.
I was quite annoyed. And of course my friends, being the friends that they are, the crack in the screen was round, and it was right where the radar is in Halo.
Oh yeah. And
they came over and saw it, and they're like, "Oh, your motion tracker's even there when the screen's off." This is... You might see where like my attitude comes from. Like the friends I grew up with, they're just like, "Oh, hey, you broke this extremely valuable thing that you worked hours and hours to buy. Yeah, we're just gonna mock you for breaking it."
No, the worst that ever happened to me in regards to technology, it was, and I'll never forget, my old dog, who's sadly not with us anymore. I was playing PlayStation 3 downstairs on the TV because Mum and Dad were at the house, and he wandered past the TV. He put his nose on the touch sensor for the power. And then he just kept walking. He just shut the PlayStation down mid-game and kept walking. I was like, "You son of a bitch."
Oh, God. I mean, that never happened with our pets, but my cats did used to love walking right in front of my monitor when I was playing StarCraft.
Yeah, you just gotta listen to Mass for like a day to hear, "Get the fuck out of the way."
It's funny because her cat is called Bear, or their cat is called Bear, and
one of them,
that was my grandfather's dog's name.
Yeah,
he was some kind of a mutt, but he was like a terrier something else breed. I'm trying to remember what breed he actually was.
Right.
He was like some kind of a terrier Great Dane mix or something like that.
I love Great Danes.
Yeah, so he was a big dog, but he also had like the shaggy fur and the mottled color.
Oh, like a wolfhound.
Like a wolfhound, kind of. Yeah. And very friendly dog. I used to like play with him when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Like that dog died when I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old.
Yeah.
But he's a big old friendly shaggy dog.
Yeah, I had I had to look after dogs today, so I was downstairs. I hooked the PS4 up, and I was playing Digimon World Next Order.
Of course.
And I had both the dogs ones. The dogs aren't normally meant to be on the sofa, but sometimes we're like, fuck it. And I've got 2 Salukis, which are fairly big dogs, not wide, but very slender.
I'm just picturing the dogs going like, oh, it's a special day. I can be on the chair.
Exactly. They can be on the nice comfy sofa. And I was sat between them. And trying to... Like, they had both of their heads were on my legs. And trying to hold a controller without, like, putting your arms down. Because I didn't want to, like, crush the poor dog's noses or something.
No, I legit did that before though. My dog would he would sit on my lap.
Your dog's tiny. How could you do that?
Not that dog. My old dog.
Okay.
Well, granted, same breed, but for whatever reason, like twice as big.
Oh.
So like he was a purebred Shih Tzu, which if you know them, they usually don't get much larger than like 12 pounds. He was 25 pounds.
Jeebus.
And he wasn't fat. He was just like a big Shih Tzu.
Just muscle.
Yeah, he was like carrying him was like carrying a sandbag. Anyway, go on.
Oh no, I was saying it was very hard to play with 2 dogs on your lap, 2 big hairy dogs.
Oh god.
And they're very huffy as well. They're very opinionated. If they don't like something, they will go. Oh. Anyway, yeah, go on.
So 2 of my friends from college, they have a dog. It's a black lab named Sadako.
But is it the new one? No.
No. That's Juan, and he got a new dog. The funniest thing is, his name is Jarvis. That was the dog's name when they got him, so they decided to keep it.
Yeah.
And honestly, so quickly though, Juan was like, "Yeah, I think this dog has trust issues, but in the wrong way." Like,
oh yeah.
Like he's like, we went to pick him up and we just told him to get in the car, and he did. Like, he didn't know who we were. He'd never met us. He was like, "Oh, great, yay, let's go." It's like, so he's not gonna like be a problem in terms of him attacking people, but at the same time,
you want him to attack people sometimes.
But at the same time, he's just friendly with everyone. He's just gonna go away with somebody. No, but my other friends, their dog's name is Sadako. Which I found out later they named it after the girl from the Ring, the movies.
I've not seen The Ring, but I know of it.
Yeah, I saw it because...
Why would you name... They must be real, like, horror buffs.
It's more like... They're like, just... We like irony, the people.
Okay.
Anyway, the dog is extremely friendly, extremely well behaved, and it really likes walking between people's legs. Like, it will come over and just, walk between your legs and then walk around and do the same thing, like, repeatedly. Yeah. Which is great for most people. Except for the people who are, like, I'm at the... Exactly. I'm at the perfect height where she can fit, like, underneath me. But not everyone is. And so she ends up just being a crotch battering ram in a lot of cases. So I went over to Juan's place a while back, opened the door, and they were already there with the dog. Opened the door, and Juan's like, "Hello." And before he can even finish saying hello, the dog came out, ran through my legs, came back, and then ran back through my legs back into the house. Like, he was trying to keep the dog in, but again, very well-behaved dog. It's not going to run away, but it'll be interesting.
Well, maybe if there was a cat on the lawn.
Maybe. I can't wait to meet, new doggo. One's
God, that is always the best. It's like your friends have just had a baby. It's like, oh, cool, you've had a baby. You got a dog? Oh, I'm coming over.
God. Oh, that was the other thing. Sorry, just I'm thinking of like Christmas stories because one of the other things that happened was went to Jesse's place, and Jesse's got 2 kids. He's got a son and a daughter. His daughter's old. I think she's 4 or 5 years old now.
Right.
And so the whole time we were over there, she was a robot.
I see.
And so she kept running up to people and going beep 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 boop 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 beep.
Okay. Cute.
We were playing frisbee in his backyard, and his backyard is mostly moss because he lives in a forest. And so because of the rain, like whenever we jumped and grabbed something and landed, we just skid through the mud.
Oh.
And he's like, fine, they have deer in their yard, they're gonna do that anyway. But then his daughter saw that, and she was just like hopping around trying to make giant indents with her boots.
Oh no.
It was adorable. It was adorable.
I was actually playing HOTS earlier today, and one of the people that I was, because it was there's some French guys on there that play with me sometimes, and they have their comms open, and in the background I can just hear a baby gurgling and like making happy noises, and it was so distracting. Yeah, it was like really happy noises, and it was making me happy, but at the same time I could not focus on the game.
I think that's something that, like, if this doesn't elicit a positive reaction in you, there might be something wrong with you. Like, if you see like a pet, like a cute dog or a cat or something doing something adorable, or you like a small child again doing something adorable. Well, I can kind of
understand with cats and dogs because some people are afraid of them. But yeah, I get
but if you're just watching it,
yeah.
So like you're watching from afar, you're not interacting, and you see a cat like flopping around and going like, brrr. Or you see like a small child doing something cute. It's like there's something wrong with you if you can't, like, if that doesn't bring a smile to your face. At least.
Everyone loves Owl Kitty.
Owl Kitty?
Owl Kitty, yeah.
I don't think I've seen this. This is a meme that I may not have seen.
This isn't even a meme. This is a YouTube channel where someone has CGI'd their cat into a bunch of famous films.
Oh no, I've seen it. No, I have seen this. I didn't know what it was called though.
It's so good. Yeah, that's Owl Kitty. It's hilarious. It's like Jurassic Park, Titanic, Top Gun, all these fucking fantastic films, and it's really good CGI. It's so funny.
I was looking through an old hard drive earlier, and so we had 2 cats when I was living at my parents' place, and one of them was the hunter-killer cat. Who he had his cute moments, but yeah, mostly he was stoic. Then we had the goofball cat, who, like, honestly, this cat couldn't hunt cheese if it was put in front of him on a plate. Like he was the derpiest, but he was adorable. And so, like, there was I found this video from when he was a kitten where we had like a laundry bag.
Yeah.
And the string on it, we were just like dangling it in front of him, and he was standing up trying to slap at it, and he just like lost his balance and fell over backwards. Oh, I miss that cat. He was fucking adorable.
They do the darndest things. My brother's cats are hilarious. But I think I'd still always prefer to have a dog.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. I think it depends on the animal. But you
can hide things from a dog, in theory. You can't hide things from a cat.
True. I don't know. I quite enjoyed having both. Like, the dogs were, like, fun and enjoyable to have around. But the cats, like, I enjoyed having the cats, like, in the same room.
Yeah.
Like, they'd just sit there in the other corner and be like, hey, what's up? And the cat would just, maybe meow or look at me with disdain.
Yeah, that is always the case with cats.
It really is. All right. That's enough Christmas cheer and stories and stuff.
That's enough Christmas cheer. Get back to work!
It's time to get angry. No. Although, one last thing I'll say before we round out segment 1.
Oh, yeah?
Part of the New Year's resolution I've been doing has been reading, and I've been reading through A Christmas Carol, like the original story, which I hadn't read through before, or if I have, it's been so long ago that I forgot. And I quite like it. Like, there's something about the way stories used to be written.
Oh.
Like, with so much imagery and metaphor and...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
flavorful
refreshing.
Descriptions, yeah.
There are paragraphs that I have to read through multiple times because I'm like... To get the actual meaning of what they're saying. But I won't go into that now. So, for segment 3, which is coming up, again, we're actually doing a segment break. We haven't done this in a while. Blue's got a quiz for us. But yeah, this is going to be the end of segment 1 of episode 100 of the TMCJ podcast. You will hear us again momentarily for segment 3. Welcome back to the TMCJ podcast. We are on segment 3, our wild card segment, which Blue has prepared a quiz for us for this New Year's Day. Was a week ago.
This is true. Well, it was definitely made a week ago and definitely not done today because I've had a long few weeks.
But here he is.
Here I am. And it's going to be a different format to normal.
Oh boy. Wait, really?
For a start, there will be 10 questions rather than 15. Not because I was taking just too long with them and could not be asked, but because it's more thematic.
Ah, yes.
So, in this game, Kaiser, you'll be given a string of
Pearls.
things. And you have to work out the logical conclusion to that string. So,
Okay.
as an example, I might say, Kaiser, he came, he saw, what?
Julius Caesar.
No, he conquered. That's the string.
Sorry. But
Jesus, that was too easy, so I didn't include it.
But he's the one who said it.
But the string, it doesn't just go, he came, he saw, and then he fucked off down the pub.
Oh my god. That's my quote.
Oh, Lord.
No, that's my quote. He came, he saw, he fucked off down the pub.
God, this is going to be like pulling teeth. I'm feeling a 0-point game show coming around today.
No, I'll take it seriously. But seriously.
Okay.
I want that to be on my business card. He came, he saw, he fucked off down the pub.
Right. With that being said, I hope everyone at home understands. I hope Kaiser understands. Are you ready, Kaiser? I won't be able to put a time limit on these questions.
That's fine. Let's go.
But I will halt you if you're taking too long. Question number 1, if you can call it a question even. I'm not entirely sure exactly what kind of thing to call this. So, number 1. A pink head with sharp teeth. A small yellow mammal. A dinosaur. And what? Would you like me to read them out again? For the people at home, I'm reading them out again. A pink head with sharp teeth. A small yellow mammal. A dinosaur. And then what?
So am I supposed to, like, pick something that fits in with that group, or...
So, it is in theory that there is a logical final part to it. There's a fourth part in the sequence. What is it?
Godzilla.
Close, but the wrong stream. So, number 1. A pink head with sharp teeth is Koromon. A small yellow mammal is Agumon. A dinosaur is Greymon.
Oh, and then...
And the fourth, I
Metal
could have accepted that or Skull Greymon.
I got that you were, like, going towards a monster, but I didn't I didn't get
Yep.
which monster. Okay.
You got a dinosaur still of kinds, a monstrous dinosaur. Right. Question number 2. 10 sides, 12 sides, what?
I mean,
You only get 2 pre-ones for this one. 10 sides, 12 sides, and then what?
16 sides.
Is that your final answer?
Well, it's either that or 14 doesn't make any sense. It's a 2. You're looking, I'm assuming an exponential increase, which is why I'm saying 16 sides.
Okay. The answer is 20 sides, because it's dice.
Oh.
10-sided dice, a 12-sided dice, and then you go up to the D20.
Yeah, I was trying to think mathematically.
Yes, I know, but that's why I avoided going for the early numbers, because they're all, like, going up in 2s.
Yeah, so this
So
might be the bad
too
time to point that, like, I play these types of puzzles in video games, like KOTOR and stuff like that, and I'm quite bad at them. Like, the puzzles where you have, like, name the next thing in this set.
Yes. I think you might have a good time with the next one. I hope you would.
All right, let's see what we get.
Okay, the one in this one is a little bit special. It's in the and what is in the middle, and I'll give you a couple after it, okay? So, regular, 100 currency, what? Timed, and then hard. So 5 things, and I want you to name the third.
Regular, 100 currency, blank. And then what were the 2 after?
Timed and hard. You're gonna kick yourself for this.
Well, it's a video game difficulty thing. That's what I'm guessing.
That would be what one might suggest.
Regular, 100 currency, blank.
I'd focus on the 100 currency. I think that's your best bet.
Yeah, and what's the 4th one again?
Regular 100 currency, blank, timed, and hard. Also, if anyone gets any of these at home, congratulations. These are specifically aimed for things that Kaiser would know. So if you know them at home, well done.
Kind of shocked that these are things that I'd know.
Well, the first 2 you should have fucking known.
I mean, I got them after you told me, but...
Yeah.
Again, I've said multiple times that I'm... Well, not multiple, one time, that I'm bad at this type of puzzle.
100 currency.
I'm thinking it's something to do with Digimon. Maybe. 100 currency. Regular 100 currency. Oh, fuck me. In the interest of not holding up the stream...
You gonna
Oh,
throw in the towel?
the thing is, I don't actually even know what I'm going to say here. What do I play? It's some kind of video game.
I'll confirm it is a kind of video game.
$100 currency. It's a battle pass. Maybe it's Apex Legends.
Does Apex have a difficulty?
I don't know. It might. You never know. Legendary.
Okay, what it is regular, 100 currency, find the chow, timed, and then hard.
Oh, it's Sonic.
It's Sonic Adventure 2. It's
Fucking
the different levels you get for each level.
Sonic Adventure shit. No, yeah, no, 100. Oh, it's 100 rings. Oh my god.
That's why I said you should know this, and that's the currency to focus on.
Oh my god, that makes so much more sense now. Okay, go on.
Okay, right.
It's one of those
So
things
far-
that, like, You always understand the puzzle when you see
Afterwards,
it solved. Yeah.
Well, you'd better get this next one. I'll be very disappointed if you don't get this next one. Okay. Blood. Thrones. King. And then what? That is blood. Thrones. King. And then what? You're gonna be so mad.
I think maybe a Witcher thing? Because the first Witcher book is Blood of Elves. I don't...
Oh my god.
Blood of Elves, what comes next? I don't... Ah! This is gonna bother me.
Oh my god, you got surprisingly close while being surprisingly far.
Well, is it really, like, what else could it be? There's the Game of Thrones stuff, which I could go into. But the thing is, that
blood,
really...
thrones, king, and then what?
Give me a second. Let me think.
Okay. If you've got this at home and you're ripping your dick off in frustration, I cannot blame you.
I don't know. Give me a hint. Give me some kind of a hint. Give me somewhere to start with, at least.
Very similar to The Witcher. Some might say. In many ways.
I mean, Polish?
No, you've gone too far out. All right, okay, you've.
I guess
run out.
I'm so lost. Go on.
So, I'm actually going to give you just one second. You actually have a couple more seconds to look it up because I want to be get the wording correct.
Blood Thrones King.
Okay, so man.
Oh, is it Kingdom Come Deliverance? No, it's not that.
So,
Age of Empires?
You're out of time. The answer was blood, king. No, sorry, blood, thrones, king, swords. Because Fire and Blood, a Game of Thrones, a Clash of Kings, a Storm of Swords.
So it actually is yeah, it's a Song of Ice and Fire.
It's the books from A Song of Ice and Fire. You said the books from The Witcher, and then you talked about Game of Thrones, and I was like, he's read these books
I have
fucking times.
The problem was, like, I threw them out to begin with because the first one you said was Blood. And I'm like, okay, well, the first book isn't Blood, so I tossed that out.
It's Fire and Blood.
No, it's not. The first book is. Oh, you're talking about the prequel.
Oh, okay. This is my fuck up.
Yeah, the prequel book came out long after the other books. The first book is Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Then there is
Clash of Kings.
Then few. Yeah.
Okay,
so,
this is my fault, but I'm also kind of partially blaming this on Google because they list it with Fire and Blood.
Yeah, they list it in chronological order. Okay. That
was a bit of a dick move.
That was a good one. The thing is, like, because Thrones and King, I'm like, oh, no, but it could be. And that I threw it out because blood was the first word. And I was like, it can't be that. And so the thing that threw me off was The Witcher, because the first non-short story book was The Blood of Elves.
Okay.
And so
I
that's
gave you
why...
half a point for that, because you did actually say Game of Thrones at one point, but you didn't...
Yeah. I didn't... I was placing them in release order and not chronological order.
Okay, ready for the next one?
I'm ready.
rat, ox, tiger, what?
Well, this is the Chinese zodiac. I don't know it verbatim. I don't know what comes after the ox.
Well, then you've got a 1 in however many chance.
Well, 3 of them are already taken up, so I've got a 1 in 9 chance. I'm going to say dragon.
You can say the dragon.
I'm going to say dragon only because you designed this quiz for me to take, and I was born in the year of the dragon.
Do you think I would do that much research into your zodiac sign?
Maybe.
Are you sure you'll stick with dragon, is all I'm saying?
Okay, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. I mean, yeah, fuck it, yes.
The answer, the 4th in the race from the classical story of the Chinese New Year zodiac shit, is the rabbit.
Fuck.
It's a fast, nimble little fucker.
Dragon comes after rabbit, doesn't it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon. Yes. So you're close, but no cigar.
God. I was hoping that it was like there was some kind of a hint in there. I do not have the zodiac memorized. Go on. All right, next.
Okay.
I'm
Next
0 for
question.
4 so far.
You're what?
I'm 0 for 4 so far.
You're 0 for 6? No, 0 for 5 so far. That's nearly half for 5.
Has there been 5? I thought it was only 4.
There's
Okay.
been 5, yeah. Eccleston, Tennant, and what?
Smith.
You sure?
Yes.
Eccleston, Tennant, and Smith!
That was right.
Boom!
It's the
Christopher
doctors.
Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith.
Smith.
He's got it.
It's the doctors. I actually knew that one.
Oh
I was
my God, he got a
worried.
point.
I was worried you were going to say Smith next because I did not know the last name of the guy that came after him.
Oh my God, I can't remember his first name. I really liked him.
Scottish guy.
Funnel.
Yeah. Scottish guy, right? Yeah.
I know his name. I just I recognize it, but I don't know off the top of my head.
I've only ever known him from like clips I've seen online from when he was in the what's it called? The TV show In the Loop, where he's just swearing profusely.
Okay, the next question is a bit more outside the box. So I hope you're ready.
I got one right.
God, I thought you got 1.5 points.
1.5. Yeah. Let's go. Come on.
They do not view the badness. They do not listen to the badness. What?
They do not speak the badness. Hear no evil, see no evil. Sorry. Say it again.
They do not view the badness.
Yeah,
They do not listen to the badness.
Yeah, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. It's
Boom.
that one. That one. How the fuck did I get that one? And I didn't get the other ones. That one just made perfect sense to me. The moment you started saying it,
Yeah.
immediately, hear no evil, speak no evil, like that popped into my head.
There you go, the monkeys.
2.5.
2 Chinese cultural questions so far.
I do have
Okay.
Chinese friends.
Okay. Right. Here's one. Heavy cannon, equipment launcher, plasma rifle, and then what? Just say what you're thinking right now.
I'm thinking Halo.
You're thinking
So,
Halo.
The reason I'm thinking of Halo, but I could also, honestly, could be an RTS sort of thing, like a technological like evolution as you go up.
Yeah, are all those weapons in Halo?
The plasma cannon is, and equipment
There
launcher.
wasn't a plasma cannon on that list. There was a heavy cannon, there was a plasma rifle.
Ah, that's what it was. Heavy cannon plasma rifle. Um,
And an equipment launcher
was the first one.
was the second one. Heavy cannon, equipment launcher, plasma rifle.
And then the fourth one is what we don't know. So it's some kind of a technological evolution.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably thinking of... So this is tricky. It could be like a 4X game. So it could be like Civilization.
I reckon if you work out the game, you might be able to work out the answer.
That's the thing. I mean, that's a given. If I know the game, I could figure this out. The problem for me is figuring out what game we're talking about.
Yeah.
Shit.
Remember, this was built around you.
Factorio. It's Factorio. The game is... He's given a face. It's not Factorio. He threw a face.
That's because none of those weapons were in Factorio.
Hey, I'm guessing. I'm guessing in the dark here. Help me.
Oh my God.
Come on. I'm begging for a hint. I'll take half a point if I get it right. Give me a hint.
Demonic.
Oh, it's Doom. Equipment launcher, something plasma, something.
Heavy cannon, equipment launcher, plasma rifle.
BFG. I'm gonna say BFG. I'm not confident at all, but I'm gonna say BFG.
Okay, the fourth weapon that you get in Doom is the rocket launcher.
Ah, shit. It was
That's right.
fourth weapon in order. Yeah, I was hoping it was like a scale.
And the fifth was the super shotgun, which I thought was what you were going to go with.
Well, yeah. I'll be honest. I don't remember the order I got the weapons in because once I have them all, I just sort of only use the shotgun. All right. Damn.
Okay.
I'm quite happy that I actually worked out what game it was.
What with hell as a clue?
No. Well. Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
I don't mean to shit on your dreams or anything, but come on now.
There's so much bullshit in my brain. Like it getting into the same neighborhood as the answer to these is a happy moment for me.
Okay, the next one I will laugh if you get right. Okay. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. Play guitar, knit, cook, and what?
Well, this is Animal Crossing. New paintings, play guitar, and...
I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery.
Yeah.
Play guitar.
Yeah.
Knit.
Yeah.
Cook.
Yeah.
And what?
Fish.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going to say fish. Yep.
Okay. In the song from Tangled...
I've never seen Tangled.
Yes, you have. We watched
No.
it for a movie night, you son of a bitch.
We have?
Didn't we?
No.
Alicia, did we watch Tangled as a movie night? I'm pretty sure we did. Or was that just me and you?
I think it was just you two. I've never seen
Okay.
Tangled.
Well, it's a Disney film. We put a Disney question in there. So it's, I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery, play guitar, knit, cook, and wonder when my life will begin.
I see. Okay. Had I seen the movie, I might have gotten that. But
Maybe.
Can I get half a point for the fact that you gave me a question for a movie I've never watched?
No, I've already based this entire quiz around you, and you suck at it.
You based it around me, and one of the questions is for something I've never seen.
You love Disney. Why haven't you seen it yet? It's a great film.
No, I love Disney. I don't love
Yes.
CGI nonsense. Like Disney a while ago, and this is a hot take here, but I'm gonna say it. When Disney started becoming a CGI company, they went wrong. I do, like, when I talk about Disney movies, I make the cutoff when they went to CGI.
Tangled is a great movie, and we will make you eat your words.
That's fine. I'll watch it. It might be a good movie, but it's not like what I'd consider a Disney movie. When I say Disney...
to everyone else in the world, it is a Disney movie.
That's fine. Fucking little millennial shits.
That is rich saying little coming from your position, sir.
Oh, come on. Give me the next question.
The final question. Question number 10. Christmas yet to come.
Oh, I'm waiting for this one.
Christmas present. Christmas past. And what? And you better fucking know this one.
Bob Marley. No, not Bob Marley. Not Bob Marley.
I am so close to accepting that as your final answer.
Not Bob Marley. Jacob Marley. Jacob Marley.
Huzzah! Yeah, man. You're gonna have some ghosts coming to see us soon,
oh, the
buddy.
ghost is coming in, hey, Ebenezer. What you doing, man?
You're being a real dickhead here.
Hey, Ebenezer, why don't you go to see Cratchit, man? Oh my god. I'm fucking dying. Jacob Marley.
Yes. The answer was indeed Jacob Marley. It was...
I love the idea that Bob Marley comes to see Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh,
ironically, this isn't the first time this has happened in my life.
Wait, really?
We were watching Zombieland.
Oh, good movie.
And someone was like, saw the gates of like this fancy placing opening when they were arriving at it, and they're like, and so the person they're going to see is Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, yeah, I know the scene you're talking about.
And the guy's like, wait, they got Bob Marley to be in this film? God. Can you imagine?
I'm dying. Fucking Bob Marley. Instead of Jacob, I need to finish the rest of that book. I've only got like 20 pages left in it, and I'm really looking forward to the end with the guitar solo.
So, after the questions are done and gone, you got 3.5 out of 10. Which is honestly more than I was expecting after the first 5.
Yeah, no, I'm actually quite happy that I got that many. And a few of them, like, also considering one of them is one that I had no hope of getting.
No, that is your fault, not mine.
I had no hope of getting that one because I've never seen the fucking movie.
Yeah, that's your problem, man.
And one of them...
your problem.
One of them was you putting a prequel book in there.
No, yeah, putting it in chronological order. And you still got half... I can take that half mark off from you, sir.
I'll keep
so shut the fuck up, because you didn't get shit on that.
You know what? It's a perfectly good quiz. It was constructed with integrity. I'll keep my half mark, thank you.
That's correct, bitch. Oh, there we go. Where are we sitting at? We got some time left. Do you want to talk about your Ebenezer Scrooge book?
With Bob Marley.
With Bob Marley.
Sorry.
New and improved. It's like the fucking Hawaiian Bible that we were talking about the other day. He's broken. He's broken.
Oh my god. No, but I am quite enjoying it. And one of the things that, I was saying, I've said to you guys a couple times now, like as I've been reading through it, is I really do enjoy just kind of the metaphorical language they actually use to describe things. And so one of the points is, like, Scrooge, he's going to his house. And he's trying to describe the fact that the house is in, like, an industrial district. So it's not, like, an actual place that's normally a residence. Rather than say that, though, the way the book describes it is, one could imagine that when the house was a young house, it played hide and seek and got lost amongst the warehouses and then stayed there and grew up. And so it's kind of quaint, but it has a, I don't know, just a nice feel to it. I also do really like the way that they describe Christmas in the book.
Yeah.
I feel like these days, at least, a lot of people have definitely leaned on the Scrooge side of things. Like, people don't have fun at Christmas. They don't get with family. They don't, like, feel like the joy.
I don't really. It's for me, it's Boxing Day, so I have an equivalent, I guess. I'm not a massive fan of Christmas, just mostly because businesses scam the shit out of everyone at Christmas.
Yeah, and granted, that's not the point, though.
Which is almost more them being Scrooge than me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm more talking about, like, you walk down the street and, like, dude, I was out shopping and stuff like that, and ironically, the place I found the most Christmas cheer was at the liquor store.
Oh dear.
Like, walking around, and I just, like, walking in, and they had somebody out front, like, collecting charity, and they were like, Merry Christmas, and I walked in, I was like, Merry Christmas. Go around to the people inside, and people passed me in the aisles, and like, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. On the way home on my last day of work last year, the gypsies wished me a Merry Christmas on the way past.
Yeah, we don't have gypsies so much here.
We don't normally here. They only come at like 4 December, and they like sell. They take on people's like scrap metal, and they sell holly wreaths that they make.
Yeah, they only show up when they're filming Peaky Blinders.
Yep. Good Lord.
No, but I do. That's something. Reading through the book, there's a scene where he's being visited by the ghost of Christmas Present. And the guy is taking him around, and I don't have the book on me right now, so I can't. It's in the other room, but I'm not going to go and get it. It's he's describing the morning of Christmas Day, how people are out there doing like daily chores, but it has almost like a sing-song air to it. Like, the scraping of the snow has a jolly cheer to it, and as people like go by,
scraping has jolly in it.
Yeah, like as they're scraping the snow off the steps and stuff like that, and it almost just it has like a happy note to it, because they're doing a daily chore, but that daily chore suddenly has like a jolly feel to it. And like as they're doing it, as everyone walks by, it's like, oh, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, yay, and everyone, like even the guy who's like taking away the trash and stuff like that, he's right there with it. It just
a new lease on life.
Yeah. And I feel like that's something that is quite positive that I always like around this time of year. There's something about the cold that just makes people cheerier to each other, I find.
Definitely not with me.
And
I am all happy smiles and laughs in summer, but I am not a winter person.
Oh, I gotta tell you about this. So, you know how you were commenting on the fact that I kept walking in on stream, like, barefoot?
I said it once, and we weren't recording at the time.
Well, you said it once yesterday, but you've said it a couple times before. And
because it's cold.
It is quite cold, but I am not bothered by the cold. I found it funny yesterday because after we all got off last night and finished doing the tank stream, I had some stuff to take out into the the back garden and stuff, and I didn't even put shoes or socks on. I just like walked out into my backyard barefoot.
Yeah.
And
no, never that. Actually, no, I have done that before, but yeah.
But maybe not.
I wouldn't do it below zero. I wouldn't do it because I was doing something fun.
I just Merry Christmas, everyone.
And have a better 2023.
I think that's where we should end it. God, that quiz was hard. All right. But good job on it, though, because
thank you.
I'd much rather struggle on a hard quiz than just
fly through an easy one.
exactly. Hopefully you guys all are out there, making positive New Year's resolutions. 2023 hopefully is going to be a good year for everyone. I personally think it has a fucking weird number. I don't like 23. But
shut up and end it.
but I was getting to somewhere. But I think it's going to be a good year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. This is going to be the end of episode 100 of the TMCJ podcast. Thank you all for listening, and you'll hear us again for episode 101.